Bad news, I'm dead. Good news, I've transmigrated into a book. Bad news, I woke up in the womb of a rural farm wife destined to be the fake heiress in a trashy melodrama. Good news, I've read the book, cover to cover. I know exactly what happens. The true heiress returns, weaponizing our parents' guilt to dismantle my life. She orchestrates a scandal, framing me for an incestuous affair with my brother. The scandal destroys the Calloway family's reputation. My parents kick me out in a rage, and I end up dying alone in a rain-slicked alleyway. So I started planning early. At 5 years old, I emptied my piggy bank and hired a little beggar girl to knock on our front door and claim she was the long-lost daughter. At 8, I hired the second one, 10 the third. By the time I turned 15, the Calloway mansion was stuffed with 8 true heiresses. The ancients didn't understand the science of DNA, and neither did the modern pseudoscience peddled in this book's universe. They just knew that when you mixed alum with water, blood merged. And miraculously, the blood of all 8 girls blended perfectly with the Marquis and Marchioness. As for how one missing daughter turned into 8, as the family's spiritual guru, a monk from the hills, said, destiny is ineffable. Then came the year I turned 16. The real true heiress finally showed up. I'm looking for Senator Calloway or Lady Catherine. Please just tell them I'm their biological daughter. There was a switch at the hospital 16 years ago, the day Tiffany, the actual true daughter, came to claim her birthright. The rain was coming down harder than a scene from The Notebook. She stood ramrod straight at the wrought iron gates. Her cheap, thin clothes clung to her starving frame, outlining every rib. Rainwater streamed down her matted hair, and her skin was the color of old paper. But her eyes? They burned with a terrifying manic brightness. Or, as Old Man Miller, the gatekeeper, put it, that girl's got a few screws loose, standing out in a hurricane like that. Besides, I can't drag a soaking wet stray in front of the senator and her ladyship. If she tracks mud on the Persian rugs or gets everyone sick, it's my head on the block. Miller looked at the shivering girl with a pained expression. Ever since the mansion started collecting daughters like Pokemon, every month brought a few new hopefuls claiming to be the lost Calloway heiress. Most were frauds. But you never knew when a real one might slip through. When the news reached the inner parlor, I was sitting with Mother. Hearing that another daughter had arrived to claim her bloodline, Mother physically shuddered. Oh dear God, when will it end? I don't have any fingers left to prick. She held up her hands, looking utterly tragic. 10 fingers, all wrapped in bandages. Do you know how long it's been since I played the piano? I see a needle now and my phantom pain flares up. She thrust her bandaged hands into my face, pouting like a child. Mommy needs 10 of your special lattes to recover from this trauma. I laughed, carefully cradling her hands and blowing on them gently. Okay, I'll make them this afternoon. With the extra caramel drizzle you like. Why couldn't she come when your father was home? Mother sighed, defeated, but she still extended a finger for the maid to unwrap.